Dear brothers and sisters, Brother Prakash just gave an instruction to me that I should kickstart this meeting of all of us here, including working committee members, preceptors, prefects, and I hope some good workers too. I've heard it said that work is worship. That was in the days of the work ethic, when people had to be persuaded to work for their own benefit, to earn a living. And so, lazy as the Indians are, work had to be converted to worship to make them work at all. Babuji Maharaj said, and I should like you all to listen carefully to this. Babuji Maharaj said, it is difficult to love the master, if not impossible. Because love is something about which we don't know anything. At the grossest level, everybody knows. But as it is raised in subtlety, we are not aware of what love is. To such an extent that today in most societies, including, unfortunately, regrettably, even India, love has come only to mean the grossest manifestation of a relationship. Babuji told me this 40 years ago, that love is almost impossible. And where in a situation of, shall we say, an approach towards divinity, love is the only factor which guides you, which regulates you, and which takes you up to the goal. What are we to do without that? How are we to progress? Does it mean that human beings will never reach the goal? Babuji Maharaj said, there is one way open to them. One and only one. Service. And he said, love is most difficult, if not impossible. Service is the easiest and a sure way to progress to the goal. So those who are prefects and preceptors and working committee members and functionaries and whatnot should appreciate not Babuji's words or my repeating them, but the generosity of the Creator, who has given us two ways of approach. One, the almost impossible path of love, and one, the easily practiced way of service. He also gave the example of a maidservant at home, who through long association with the family, having brought up his children, is very much part of the family. To such an extent that she will fight with her own boss, her employer, and say, you are neglecting this boy. That boy is not eating properly and you are going to office. And he says, through that she develops love. Through service, it is possible to develop love. Through love, because it is itself impossible, what we develop, if at all anything, can only be His mercy. So I should consider, you all should consider, that to have been able to offer yourself voluntarily to this group of people who have supposedly dedicated themselves to service, you have been fortunate that your instinct, your heart, guided you in the right direction in the easiest possible way of approach towards that goal which we call liberation first. Having volunteered for this, don't you think it would be a tragedy if you missed the boat and just said, I volunteered, I'm here? It's not enough to be here. It's necessary to do. Babuji said, read and enjoy, do, feel and grow.